Welcome to Motivational Monday.
I think we're live, fellas.
Hello. What up? What's going on? Give me this.
All right. Hello.
People come through.
Yeah, I'm keeping a look on it. Somebody just gave us likes. I'm sorry, I can't pronounce the name. It's a whole bunch of X's and Y's. So thank you for the likes. Yeah. But yeah.
I got you. I get it. I'm sure. Oh yeah, you got a perfect. I ain't wrong. You got that iPad. Perfect. Hey guys, I dropped you guys. Keep dropping it up there.
All right. Hold on a second. I'm trying to get to the button. We can go ahead and get started talking, you guys. So hold on a second. I'm trying to get to the. All right.
Come on in, family. It's a party.
Hey Daniel, I see you in there. So. When I tell you all these different names, when I tell you, it's like, what? So, real quick, you guys want to go ahead and get started?
Yeah, we got some people in here?
So far, yeah, it's people coming in and out. So, yeah, everybody who's coming in and saying, hey.
TikTok, it's your boy, Chef Blind, a.k.a. I already know what it's all about. Come on, come on, Drake Charles. Yeah, what's good? It's your boy, Drake Charles.
All right, so real quick, I guess we're gonna go ahead and get started, you guys. Real quick, Christian, since you're in the live, you want to keep up with the comments?
Let's get it.
You sure?
Let me turn my voice over.
Oh Lord.
No, I got. Hey, keep on going. I gotta get my headphones.
All right, well that's what's up. So real quick, you guys, welcome to our first live as Blind Titans. So just a quick introduction of everybody who is currently in here. You got myself. My name is Dom, otherwise known as Blind Justice, and I'll go ahead and let the guys introduce themselves real quick as well.
I guess I'll go first. Daniel, known as Broly Blind on TikTok. Hi, this is your boy Drake Charles. Drake Charles 201 on TikTok. Yo, it's known as Skizzle Be Blind on TikTok. This is Bill from I guess Blind Titans. I'd be known as Bill 76 fan on TikTok. And I am Christian, aka Chef Blind.
Okay. So we are missing one fellow Blind Titan, Andrew, otherwise known as the Airman. Is that what we refer to him as?
I don't know what that's name.
Well, yeah, Andrew Aaron. So he's actually currently not here, but he's here in spirit, but he's at class right now. So, yeah, y'all, you guys have been following us. And right. So, but you guys have been following us, and we really appreciate it. So thank you so much for getting us to 1,000 and all that good stuff. And, we figured we start going live for you guys real quick. So before we start talking, if you guys didn't catch the video that's actually pinned up to the top of this page, we're actually going to start going live every Monday and Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And on Mondays, we're going to be doing something called Motivational Mondays, where we kind of just sit back and just talk about a variety of topics to kind of inspire you guys in the blind community, the disabled community, all that good stuff. And then Blind Titans Thursday, which will be on Thursday, where you guys get a little bit of a chance to know a little bit more about us. I sure will have other lives sprinkled around in there, just for shits and giggles. But just so you guys can get to know a little bit more about all of us and our escapades. That's right, shits and giggles. So real quick, as I'm sure you guys have probably saw by the title, one of the major things we actually just got finished doing was our guys trip to Atlanta, Georgia. And I thought it would be a good first live for us to go ahead and talk about our experience and what we liked, what we didn't like, what we would do better, advice, all that good stuff as far as the trip went. So
Hey, Dom.
Uh-huh.
Since I'm hearing Siri in my ear saying these people's names, I'm gonna just say something. I'm gonna pronounce their names. I'm gonna try to pronounce their names.
Oh my Lord.
Go ahead. I know, right?
Y'all brace for impact.
You don't mean no disrespect. No disrespect. Go for it, Chris. I got my own, what you call it, Christianese. Yeah, Christianese. That's his language.
Oh my God. Right.
Let's see who the first person.
Try your best.
Oh, no, ain't nobody came in no more yet. Well, I think my sister's there, Joanna.
Hey, Joanna. Hey.
I got a question for all y'all.
I thought you was pronouncing names.
Hey, ain't nobody else came in yet. I'm watching the people that come in.
Oh.
Ain't nobody came in yet.
Oh, okay.
I got you.
Oh, okay.
Hold on, wait. The lesser. I guess that's how you say it. Seriously.
La Lessa.
Two. Well, if that's your name, Miss Young Lady.
So real quick.
Matter of fact, put a thumbs up or thumbs down if that's the correct one.
Oh my God.
I don't know. Oh my God.
Lord Jesus. Y'all play so damn much. Anyways. I guess we could go ahead and get this conversation started if you guys are ready.
Oh yeah, I don't know. Yeah, we're ready.
Okay.
I'm ready, my boy.
So, I guess we'll just kind of just go around the table while we have this discussion. So when we're talking about, let's start with the planning phase. So when we were planning on going to Atlanta, what was one of the main things that you guys remember as we sat down and were trying to come up with where exactly we were going to go and what we were going to do?
At first, I feel like it was just difficult trying to figure out, for everybody to get on the same page of what everybody wanted to do.
Right.
So that was one thing, and then deciding on where we wanted to stay also. Earl, you sound funny as hell. What do you mean? Yeah, like how he sounded, like I'm talking about all of us sound funny in my headphones. Oh, maybe nigga that should have them, bruh. I already got it coming on the way, my boy. Alright, well that might be why. But, so, I think once we figured out exactly where we were going to stay, and that helped us decide on what else we were going to do, I believe, after we figured out exactly where we were going to stay. And then we brought up ideas of where everybody wanted to go or what we wanted to do. And then it came together after that, but of course it has to be built. It was put together.
Okay, so then Dre, what made you think, or what made all the guys decide to settle in on Atlanta?
Because everybody's on like East Coast and stuff like that, you know. And then I don't know. Don't forget about Chris too, though. Chris in the mixer. Hello, okay, sir. He in Memphis.
Hello.
Who said hi?
No, I would.
What made us settle in on Atlanta? I was like, yeah, it was on the East Coast, where it's a party city, and there's a lot of things to do there.
Okay.
And Dom is with native of Atlanta, so he everything about that. We had a tour guy right there.
Okay.
He a native.
Oh my God. Just for y'all to know, I pretty much grew up in Atlanta, so all parts of Atlanta, but yeah. So.
Hey, you guys try to get understand us. Hey, Dre, don't forget, put Memphis in there too, cause you grew up here.
I went to school. I went to trade school in Memphis, sir. But I have been there, so I will say, so all right, so. Bill, what were some of the things that you guys felt like you wanted to get done when you were in Atlanta, or some of the sites you wanted to see?
The Coca-Cola factory is a pretty big event. The aquarium was also a pretty big event. iFly was definitely something that I wanted to do. It seems like everybody had a good time that took part of that. And definitely, where we went to eat, we wanted to, tell everybody. I know my question, a lot of people will be asking me, where did you go to eat? What you do? So I just wanted to make sure that we do, a well-to-known restaurant down there in the South that's localized down there to the South.
Right. So, Daniel, what would you say were probably some of your main concerns traveling with a group of blind people?
When are we gonna get hit by a car?
Oh wow.
Hey, Dom.
Yes.
They just told me that they could barely hear us.
Is it me? That's why.
Got my AirPod in. Ask him if that's better.
Where?
Should that be better? Christian, can you hear us better?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you. Let me ask real quick. Dom, ask in the chat if I can hear us better now, so somebody can read it.
I'm not in the chat.
No, I mean like just.
Oh, well, guys, if you guys are in the chat, can you let us know if you can hear us better, if the sound quality is better?
Maybe, I don't know if it's you or maybe it could be us, you know what I mean?
Well, I think it's because I had my AirPod in, so I took it out if that was the issue.
Yeah, they can hear us better.
Okay. So my question to you, Daniel, is what do you think was some of our concerns or some of everybody's concerns traveling with a group of blind guys, and how did we overcome that?
To be honest, Shanice said, hey, y'all.
Hey, Shanice.
What's up? My point of view, of course, we met around what, May, June? And it sound better. Huh? And it sound better.
Yeah, it was my AirPod. I had to take my AirPod out.
Yeah, like I was saying, we met at a person. That was one of the last things on my mind. I know we did, way back in the day, we talked about it, about meeting in Atlanta,
Mm-hmm.
And out of a couple, weeks, months, it faded away. We stopped talking about it. But after, we started talking about it again, of course, with Bill and Dom, we started talking about it again, and, Dom made it happen, and we all ended up being over there. And, I already got a topic. What was the question again?
No, I was just asking what was some of your concerns traveling with a group of blind people?
My concerns, I would say, of course, for me, it was, the drive over there, 12-hour drive the first time I got lost, so it was 13 and a half around there. To me, it was, of course, as a Hispanic, person, I don't want to say Hispanic, more Mexican, because, I'm Mexican,
Right.
Most of the, Mexican people think that just because you're visually impaired or blind, they think you can't really do much, you're just at home, I'm not gonna lie. Until, thanks to type group, and, that's where I met all you guys and all the girls, and, my, how do you say the word, perspective? Am I saying it
Yeah,
right?
you said it right.
So,
Yeah,
I changed because, like I said, I never expected to meet some stranger dudes from TikTok. To me, I was just better off with people around me.
right.
But it was, of course, even, my sister and my brother noticed, like, oh, damn, like, it's crazy how much, visually impaired or blind people could do,
Right.
It's not just those stay at home and...
Hey, Shanice said it sounds static,
Yeah, I don't know where the static part is coming from. I don't know if it's one of our ends or I don't know.
Hold on. Hey, technical difference. I'm going to leave. I'm going to just come back.
Hey, ask her if it sounds Mr. Downey has left the meeting a little bit.
I want to jump on what Daniel said as far as what we worried about, what the family worried about. As for myself, I wasn't worried for myself because I have to do a lot on my own anyway every day. But my family was petrified. The fact that I myself can't see, and then I was going around with another people. They were worried about it. It took them to let me go and for me to prove to them that I'm going to be okay. And even though, it was hard for them to do, but once we got there and we started doing things and they heard of all the things that we were doing and how we were handling ourselves, how we was getting around, they was very, very proud of that.
And you know what's funny? And I'm actually going to build off of that. I think one of my biggest reasons for loving to do trips like these is because, well, let me say from, like you said, Dan, your perspective, from my perspective, I know that a lot of time as blind individuals, it is a safety net to have somebody who's sighted that's near you. They can kind of pick up the slack or, catch what you may miss. And so I know for myself, it was really beneficial for me because I felt like, okay, well, cool. It's going to be a house of blind guys. And it's almost like it makes you, in many situations, learn how to rely on each other and each other's strengths or to build up off of somebody else's weakness and show you that in many ways you can do it by yourself. I don't want to jump to that situation, so I'll get there next. But that's what it was. For me, I felt like it was a confidence booster, which was actually going to be the next thing that I talked about. I felt like it was a confidence booster for me because in many ways, it's almost like, okay, well, cool. Yeah, it's nice to have a relative or a friend or a coworker who can be there to assist you with certain things. But hey, guess what? We survived the whole weekend in Atlanta. I'll be okay, for a day or two or three or however many if I don't necessarily have somebody there to back me up and check to make sure everything is okay. So,
one thing about that, Dom, we all had each other,
Correct.
Hey, somebody said, when somebody speak, it's a static noise.
So, is it me?
I don't know.
No, Dom, it's coming from the tablet. For the iPad. I don't know
if it's the voiceover doing it.
No, I don't think it's a voiceover. I think it's maybe whenever whoever's not talking, go on mute to see if that fixes it. Because we do kind of sound like chipmunks whenever somebody's talking.
I just put myself on mute and y'all was still saying the same way.
Oh my god, my voice sounds so weird. Somebody say something. You guys hear it?
Yeah, that shit crazy as hell.
Yeah,
but I don't hear no static though.
No, yeah, our voice sounds so weird, but
It's got to be my tablet, but what you guys want me to do, let me know.
Y'all want to hear the static noise? Yeah.
Oh man, hey, well, it's our first live. We need to,
That's right, Daniel. Say it again.
When you got just all this stuff, technical difficulty. How do you say it?
You said it right. Technical difficulty. We gonna figure it out.
Hey, somebody said keep going.
Look, as long as y'all can hear us and y'all can make out what we saying, then hey, we'll figure it out later on. So yeah. So
They said keep going, Motivational Monday. Let's keep it going.
amen. Let's keep it going.
Somebody said keep going. It's cute cause chef.
All right now. All right. So real quick, Christian, I got a question for you. Now, although you didn't make it to this trip, you have gone on trips by yourself as well. So, and you've flown. So one of the things that I would actually like to ask you, Dre and Irv, is what was it like flying for your first time by yourself?
It was a new experience. I thought they were gonna have me do it by myself until I told them, because I ain't have my cane, so they ain't know until I opened my mouth and was like, I need help to the gate. And it was like, wow, like I'm vision impaired. And oh, we got you, cuz. We're gonna get you this wheelchair. You hop on, and I got you to the gate.
Yep.
Right.
After that, my first flight, I was like, shit, it's easy, man. Let's go. Fourth flight, fifth flight, whatever. I ain't gonna yeah.
So, Chris went to go meet the sister.
A mess.
So to piggyback off Chris, it really was like that. Like the airport in Charleston, the Uber driver dropped me off right in front of the Delta terminal. So as soon as I walked in, like the counters were right there. But even though I had my cane, the woman was like, okay, you can go. And I'm like, no, I signed up to have assistance. And from that moment on, it was a very, very, very good experience. The only mishap I had is her, I guess, not acknowledging or realizing that I was visually impaired, that I would need help. But once I got that help, they pulled up with the wheelchair, assisted me with everything. So, just like Chris, I feel like now,
I really thought you was a king, cuz.
I can pick up the day and go tomorrow, boy.
Right.
Because it get me where I need to be.
And then when you get on the plane, they already have somebody like looking for you to be coming to them anyway.
Right.
So once that person who had you in the wheelchair gets you to the plane, once you get on the plane, you have another assistant, a flight attendant that will assist you through the whole flight. I know the first one I had, she was very helpful. She was like, coming back, are you okay? If you need anything, let me know. Like, then she came to me right before we landed and was telling me like don't go anywhere. I'll be coming back to you once everybody else like clears out. So it's easy for you to leave. Right. And then after that, another girl picked me up with a wheelchair, and we were on to go find Dom, Dre, and Bill. So I don't know about what they talking about. I was a king.
Oh my God!
Hey,
hold on, King. You're bootlegged king, because your feet did touch the floor.
It didn't touch the floor in the airport. I'll put it like this.
Oh my God! So Dre,
what's up?
So if you could give somebody advice wanting to fly for the first time being blind, what type of advice would you give them?
Do it, man. It's a great experience, man. Do it. Hey, they'll help you through the whole airport, on a plane, through the whole ride, when you get off the plane. Hell, it's a great experience. If you ask me, I'd do it again.
Welcome back, Cindy.
Right.
Yes, I would do it again, too.
Real quick, and this is actually where I'm going to pick up off of what we left at from the beginning. Once we all pretty much touched down, like Daniel told you, Daniel actually drove from Oklahoma City. And Irv, Dre, and Bill flew into town. And then because I already live in Georgia, I just rode up there. But one of the beautiful things that I actually enjoyed was that after we all arrived, we all wanted to go to Walmart to get little knickknacks and stuff like that. And when I tell y'all, it was just the four of us. And I think that to me was the one time personally that I felt like we can do this. because the other three guys will tell you, like, it was us at Walmart, like, figuring that shit out. And, like Irv said earlier, we leaned on each other. Okay, well, where are your strengths at? What are you good at? We had people who knew the layout of Walmart, knew who to go ask. We knew there were some people who had more vision, a little bit more navigational skills. And I think that's kind of where we all came together and really made that Walmart trip happen so that everybody was able to get the things that they need. So that to me was the first Walmart trip. I felt like was the epitome of what I ultimately wanted everybody to accomplish when we got to Atlanta. And so, the Airbnb house, you guys. So real quick, let me first off say, well, I'm going to let y'all tell the story first before I jump in and give my review. Bill, what was your thoughts about the Airbnb that we actually stayed at? Bill?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me now?
Yes, go ahead.
All right. I thought it was accommodating for the most part. The only thing was a problem was definitely the stairs that led to the first floor to second floor. They were pretty steep, and they took a lot of maneuvering and adjusting ourselves to it. But for the most part, it was pretty good. It was accommodating. And my room I couldn't find the lights. I finally found on like maybe Saturday, even though we was leaving like Sunday. But yeah, I worked it out okay. I mean, I'm blind anyway, so I really don't need a whole bunch of light. But yeah, it was pretty good. It was very nice. Had access to the laundry room, had full access of the kitchen, and place to sit down and lounge about. So it was pretty nice.
Nakesha, she said she loved us.
Oh, we love you too.
We love you too.
So,
Welcome to our first live.
Right, exactly. So I actually, and I really want to ask you this question, Daniel. For those of you guys who are watching who may not know, not only is Daniel blind, but he also is in a wheelchair as well. And so when it came to the actual Airbnb that we stayed at, how did you find it accommodating for your particular set of circumstances?
I would say, well, first of all, the house, supposedly, it didn't have no ramps, so, we're a little bit paranoid going over there, I guess.
Right.
We got there, and of course, it did have, 2 ramps, like the outside ramp and the, from the living room to, you had another ramp inside, right?
No, it wasn't another ramp.
Yeah.
I thought it was 2. All right, well, I think the house was pretty good, The only thing I didn't like, of course, I told you guys, the bed sucked as hell.
Oh, Daniel, I meant to tell you, I did go in the room after y'all left to find, to make sure everything was good. That bed was really low. It really was low. That bed was lower than everybody else's bed.
Y'all, look, this is our Airbnb review, y'all. I just want y'all to know that. So Airbnb, if y'all listening, this is what we think about y'all property.
Hey, you didn't get a freaking taller bed for me. Come on now.
Right.
I mean, you have ramps, but not a bigger bed.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
it plays a part that the person that rented the Airbnb to us seems as though they didn't even know what type of house we were applying for or asking to rent. I mean,
so you thank you for passing the baton to me. Thank you so much, Bill. Airbnb, huh?
I was going to ask a question about the airport and shit.
Oh, okay. Well, go ahead before I tell Airbnb about themselves. Go ahead.
Go ahead, cuz. Tell the ass.
And so, real quick, y'all, let me first off start by saying the layout of the house. It was a main floor house. Now, like they said, there was a ramp that led up to the actual main floor. On the main floor, there were 3 bedrooms, okay? And there were 2 bathrooms. The main bedroom had its own, or master bedroom had its own bathroom as well. And then the other 2 bedrooms had to share a bathroom. Like Bill said, there was a laundry room and kitchen, living room, yada, yada, yada. Well, going downstairs, there was also almost like a second loft. So imagine a split level home. And on the bottom of the home, on the second floor downstairs, there was another loft. So downstairs, there was 2 bedrooms and a bathroom and a living room and a kitchen and a blah, 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 blah. All was well going up to the actual date. Come to find out, when we booked it, now I'm in contact with Airbnb. Now, when I'm contacting them, they're not telling me anything about accommodating us about being disabled. But I'm telling them that we're disabled all the way since January. Well, they're not responding to nothing concerning us being disabled. Well, when we get there, or the day that we're actually in the airport that morning, I get a call from the actual owner of the property asking why we picked that property, because it's obviously not disabled approved. For some of you guys who don't know, when you go to look up Airbnbs, there is an option for you to click on, is it wheelchair accessible? Is it accessible for people with disabilities? So he's telling me that he didn't understand why I picked this place. It doesn't, it's not accessible for the blind or wheelchair, it's not wheelchair accessible. And I'm telling him, well, we went on and we saw that it had a ramp. I had people who were sighted look up to see that it actually had a ramp. It doesn't have a ramp. We're looking at it and it shows us it has a ramp. It doesn't have a ramp. Well, lo and behold, we get to the property and there's a ramp. So it's one of those things where it's like, I think moral of the story is make sure you check and double check before you guys are actually renting these Airbnbs. Because a lot of times, I guess in this instance, the person who we rented from didn't even know what the property looked like. So make sure that you guys are checking on these boxes and making sure that the property that you're renting, or even with hotels, make sure that you ask the hotel, look, are they accessible to the blind? What floor will we be staying on? If you have somebody who's in a wheelchair, are the doors widened so that wheelchairs can go through? Another issue we thought about was shower chairs. So again, make sure you ask all of those questions, because although things worked out in our favor, in the end, we really could have been messed up if it didn't work out in our favor.
Hey, Dom, one thing, the only thing the guy had correct was that the stairs to go downstairs are steep.
We're really steep. Outside of that,
the only thing I remember.
Yeah.
He was right about.
Right. So in my mind, I'm like, obviously he's talking about the right property, but it was funny because y'all, okay, and I'm gonna get off of it after this because I don't want to talk about this all night. But when we're on the way to the house, I'm talking to the guy and he's like, ain't no ramp. We get out the car, Irv runs his ass up to the front door and it's like, Dominic, guess what? It's a ramp. And I was like, nah, you got to be shitting me. And he was like, nah, it's a ramp. We literally just walked up the damn ramp. So the guy obviously didn't know what he was talking about. So it's, just check, double check, triple check, references.
You know what?
Uh-huh.
We didn't even find out until the day we were on, when we was at the airport.
Exactly.
That there were steps.
Exactly.
And that they were steep steps.
Exactly.
They didn't even tell us that at all.
Nothing.
Not only that, but it wasn't that bad for our first attempt. You know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely.
It wasn't. It really became more than we expected. From more to come, and this first,
Oh yeah. And
we just know what to do now.
Yeah, and I definitely agree with you, Daniel. I definitely think with everything that had took place is one of those things where a lot of things could have went wrong, but they ended up working out in our favor. So I think that was the blessing in all of it. So,
Man, we the blind tanks. We get over anything, bro. We can do anything.
That's right.
There you go, Tom.
So, not but Christian, what were you gonna ask?
About the airport, have y'all Herb and Joy, this our first time flying, ain't it?
Right. Yeah.
Have y'all yet had like almost a day left and forgot y'all ass? Yeah. Y'all first.
What do you mean?
Like my first time when I first flew, and I was coming back back to Memphis. I was waiting. The lady, she was like, "I'm gonna give you somebody to come get you." So I'm just seeing her, and then I'm talking about I was there for about 30 minutes. And the lady who said she was giving me somebody, she came around and was like, "You still over here?" And I was like, "Yeah." She was like, oh, let me go check. And the lady who passes came and got me because she went on break.
Oh, wow.
And then the second time coming back to Memphis when I went to Texas, I'm talking about we had to run. We had to run. Then the lady, another lady, helped me to the bathroom. And when I came out, she set me at gate 19, but my gate is 18. All my people was on 18, was on the plane, and I could go up to the desk at 19. And the man was like, "Nah, this is gate 19." And then another lady came and was like, "Hey, you Christian?" I was like, "Yeah." She was like, "Come on, let's go. The plane about to take out, cuz."
Oh, so Chris,
that's what made me forget my hat.
Oh wow.
Oh, that's the cowboy hat.
So Chris, I did have a little mishap, but it wasn't nearly as serious as that. So when we were about to leave from Atlanta, we were there so early. They actually bumped my flight up by an hour, but I was still sitting by my gate for a long time. So I'm sitting there in a wheelchair. She started letting people on, and I had to get up and be like, ain't nobody gonna help me to the thing? Right. You need assistance? And I'm like, yeah. So she did call somebody, and they did come quickly, but it almost felt like if I had sit in that wheelchair for any longer, that boy was gonna leave me. Right. But I can see enough that I can see a little hell of people getting on the plane. Let me get up and walk. I ain't had no mishap. They put your boy in first class on the way home. So you know. Hey, come on, Dre, flex. Show that flex.
Oh my God.
I was looking down at everybody else. Yeah, that's a stick my cheek with my finger in the air.
Oh wow.
When I arrived here in Memphis from Texas, instead of a wheelchair, they came and scooped me up on one of the go-karts. VIP for a VIP.
A mess.
So that also brings me to something else, right? You know how people always say, I don't know if I should say this, but they always say some people are privileged, right? Mm-hmm. So I do think to a certain point that there is some kind of, like blind privilege or some kind of disability privilege, because sometimes a lot of people in the world are really nasty, but there are some gems that realize, these people are blind or disabled, and they actually prefer to help you or let you cut in front of them in lines and other things like when we went to Five and Below. BJ was like, this man was so helpful, like describing the shirts, taking us to what we want, telling us, oh, they have this one, but this one's cheaper, or you know what I'm saying, like actually helping us and giving us good decisions and stuff. So a lot of blind people or disabled people, sometimes you get the bad, but you also have the good. So don't always just count it out that, oh, I can't do this, or oh, I won't be able to, because if there's a will, there's a way. You just have to try to be consistent and diligent about it. Yeah.
Okay. So you kind of jumped a little bit forward, Irv, on me.
Hold up. Can I ask a question real quick?
Go ahead.
Yes, sir. I know we're talking about the trip and all that, but of course, Chris didn't go.
Right.
I want to ask him something about his trip. You know what I mean?
Right. Go ahead.
Of course, Chris is one of many that he actually met another group, blind group from TikTok. Sisterhood of the Traveling Canes. Of course, they are friends and all that, but Chris is the first one who met them. How was it, that experience, flying to, your favorite place, Texas, and, meeting some of the sisterhood?
I'm going to be honest. I wasn't myself a lot, because that was my first time being on a girls' trip by myself. I didn't know what to do, but Shanice was helpful as hell. All of them was. We all played a part. Like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you their skills. Amanda, she can see in the dark, so we need her in the dark. Vicky, her and Amanda can be in the front because they both like lead. And Nisha, she helped too. You know, that's my smoking fire. But Shanice, I hate to say it, she like a mama. She like a real mama. Like, if you ain't around her, she know you with her, and you ain't around her. Hey, where Chris? Where Dunn? Where Daniel? Where all them at? Make sure they get over here before I leave. So I don't play the part. Everybody did something.
Yeah.
Well, I don't like that. I'm that person that I don't like for help, but I ain't want to say that.
Well, a lot of us, bro. Not only you.
I don't. Dom, this is your question.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about the guys when you
Listen, y'all.
I couldn't hear you. What you say, Jordan?
I said, what you think about the guys when you first met us, man?
I mean, like what? Like, did I like y'all, or like, what do you mean?
Jessica said hey to y'all.
Hey, Jessica.
Hello.
Hey, Jessica.
You say that again, Jordan?
What you expected, man?
What did I expect?
Yeah.
You know,
I will, honest truth.
He's eating again, yo. I just gonna say, I know he ain't eating.
what? What you say?
I say he eating again, y'all.
Well, all right, y'all. We can go ahead. We gonna talk to y'all later. We ain't gotta talk about. No, I mean,
Hey, stop. You're not the only one who has to answer this question, though, bro. Come on now.
You're right. I was very pleasantly surprised, I think. I know that, Irv kind of touched on it earlier about certain stereotypes that kind of come along with being blind. This was obviously my first time meeting a lot of you in person. Well, hell, everybody in person. This is my first time meeting everybody in person. Not my first time traveling, but my first time meeting you guys in person. So, you have that initial, we talking about it, but are we going to be about it type of mentality in my head. It was, I definitely was. Like I said, when we got home, I was definitely pleasantly surprised by Irv. I definitely feel like the way that you could definitely see the different roles that people had. Like how Christian was talking about Shanice, I felt like in many ways that was Irv on this trip. He yes.
Shanice said the bad is coming through.
Okay. But I feel like that was Irv on this trip. He really kind of took, in my opinion, he took a leadership role to say, like, okay, well, hey, y'all, who's going to be over here doing this? This is over here, And I personally, I was very surprised. Pleasantly surprised to see him take that role. So, big up goes to him.
Hey, when you think you're with the bun? Where's Shanice at with the bun?
Right. So again, it was just different things. I felt like in many ways I was surprised. But, I think
y'all, I hate to say that too. The president just came through. Hey,
what up, Vicky?
Did you say Velma?
Sound like we're still here.
So yeah, that was what I, felt. I was pleasantly surprised by some people.
She said, "Hey, y'all." Vicky.
Hello.
So from my perspective, from meeting everybody for the first time to me, I feel like everybody. I wasn't surprised. I kind of forget what I was saying. Oh, I was just saying that everybody was who I felt they were. They are.
Excuse me.
God bless you. Yeah, I feel like everybody, and Daniel was who he is. Like everybody was just the same. And nobody jumped out because I just felt like everybody was who they are all the time. But I most definitely enjoyed myself with y'all.
I really did.
And for me,
silly.
yeah.
I love all y'all, man.
All right, love you too.
Kill me, y'all.
Yeah, I'll never tell you this.
Yeah, bloody blood out, homies.
That's right. Take it to the older house party, cuz. Not here.
And for me, I gotta say, everybody was, just the way I know them on the calls. I did get to talk to Bill a little bit more, in person.
Angie say, hey, y'all.
Hey, what up, Angie?
What's up, Angie?
Hey, Angie.
Hello.
With Dre, the first day, I don't know why he was being a little, sleepy. Dre over there, I don't know why, but Dre's the same guy too. But
Annabelle just came through.
hey, what's up, Annabelle?
Annabelle.
Thank you, Jessica, for the lights.
So Dre, how did you view everybody meeting up for the first time?
Yeah. Everybody was, like you said, everybody who they was on the call. Ain't nobody surprised me. Put it like that, man. I just can't wait the next trip.
Yeah. Hopefully Chris will make sure he there.
Right?
What you mean, cuz?
Cause you going on all these sisterhood trips and stuff, and you ain't coming
Hey,
with the pros, bro.
Hey, that sisterhood was part of my birthday, man.
I just messing, man.
And then look. You can't follow me for it. They was in Texas. Come on, I said I was gonna do that one time for my birthday, and it was this year. Goddamn.
I got you.
For my 30th, goddamn.
But no, I've been just playing with you, just messing with you.
Yeah, no, you gotta who better make it to the next one. I'm not messing around.
You gonna come here now and make it come to the
I was there when I was over there.
Hey, dang, you been in the hood of it? You been in the... I could have pulled up, but I thought that was gangster.
Right, you could have pulled up, cuz.
Lord, dude.
If I wouldn't have got lost, I probably would have.
Cuz I was around the corner. Wait, what you say, Annabelle?
What you say?
Somebody said when is the next meet? Thursday, right?
Oh yeah. No, I think she's saying like person.
Trip? Like another trip?
Yeah, we don't know yet.
We don't know yet.
Yeah.
Somebody's got to get our funds right.
Right.
I guess.
What he say?
She our top girl.
What he say?
I'm sorry, y'all.
You're a top viewer.
Oh my God.
Don't expose me, bro.
I didn't even say anything. I didn't say nothing.
Trying to make me repeat myself.
I didn't ask you to repeat yourself. Lord Jesus. Okay. A mess. So, Herb, you want to talk about iFly?
Do I? I just tripping. iFly was most definitely a very good experience. I mean, when we got there, I was like, what? Like, because of course we got there early, so they hadn't even opened the doors yet. So we were kind of nervous at first, but then, realizing, hey, they don't even open yet, so that was good. But then when we got in and they got us, and then they started we had to start putting on the gear and stuff. That was that was okay. I didn't think we would have had to put on all that equipment, to be honest.
Hey, Danielle, Jessica said something to you.
What you saying? What up, Jessica?
She said Daniel is cute.
Oh, because my picture or what?
I mean,
Thank you.
You can
Thank
stop
you, Jessica.
smiling now, bro.
I know, right?
Lord Jesus. Go ahead, Irv.
So, after we put on the gear, well, the suit, I'll say, after we put the suit on first, because I can see it. After hearing what needed to be done, it actually started getting a little bit easier. Because if anybody don't know,
Is it me?
That was my only.
What you mean? Snick dude just came through y'all.
What?
Hey,
What up,
Nicky.
Nicky? What's up, Nick?
What's wrong, Don? You can't.
What you talking about, Don?
No, go ahead. Keep on going. You're fine. Go ahead.
So after watching the video and knowing exactly what we had to do, then we asked the questions about the hand signals, and he was like, "Oh, y'all don't worry, I got y'all with physical, But after when I went in the chair for the first time, and how he told us to like lean forward, and after you lean forward, it was not like scary or anything. It was really fun. Only time that I got a little worried is when he grabbed me and spin me around. But other than that, it was a very, very good experience and really cool and fun. And
Well, real right, Dre? Do that, bro. Real thugs don't do that, right, Dre?
Yeah.
Lord Jesus. It sounds to me like real thugs are scared, is what it sounds like to me.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you're scared, you're scared. Just say it.
Right.
Nah.
But it really was cool though. It really was. I want to go back someday.
Right.
Hey, I already told you guys.
Hey,
you guys are about 30 feet up.
Up with your camera.
You talking to me?
Yeah.
I'm trying to see. I mean, they said turn it. What you mean, Vic? Good too.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, I haven't moved since Daniel positioned me, so I'm assuming they must be talking to one of y'all.
Hey, President, what's wrong with you?
Let me see.
Oh yeah.
Nah, you good, cuz. You good.
No, Dom, yeah, you are like the partner, Dom.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. To the left a little bit.
So like
To
this?
the left a little bit, Dom. No, go to the other side.
Oh.
Like that?
Yeah, you good. You look good right now to me.
Hell, well, shit, we blind,
We
so
talking about the phone that's looking at the tablet, cuz. That's what they talking about. So.
Well, look, at this point, we almost done, so shit, we blind, so keep on talking.
Hey, Dom, move your phone a little bit to the right, slowly.
Oh!
Hey, don't do that stank.
No, I mean, come on, y'all, we almost done. Hell, shit, we blind. They know we blind.
I better stop. You're good right there, Dom. Okay, pues.
Hey,
¿Who was that? ¿Was that que dijo eso? Ese...
Go ahead.
Who is that? I don't know, cuz.
I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on.
It's good, bro. Leave it alone.
No, you good, Dom.
I've been stopped touching it. Y'all late. Y'all are like 5 minutes late.
Well, we're talking about what? iFly, Walmart, bowling.
We ain't talking about bowling yet, bro. Go ahead. Tell them about it.
Go ahead, Daniel.
Well, I think bowling was, like I said in the video I made, yesterday? I thought it was pretty interesting. I haven't been there since I was in second grade. I think it's gonna be, well, of course, maybe it's because, it was like the little balls, you know what I mean? Those freaking things. It was easier. So, see how I could do, me being paraplegic, if it's harder or the same as the last time we went.
Thank you, Shanice.
What you say?
Nah, I'm saying thank you, Shanice, and everybody.
But, yeah, that bowling alley was, interesting because, the whole kind of like the club vibe I got out of it. What about you guys? What do you guys think?
Hey, I was like,
Tater tot. That's all I gotta say.
hey, the first time I went bowling, though, being blind, I hated it. I ain't hate him, but the dude was trying to be funny. Like the worker, he talking about, oh, you want me to put up the bunkers for you? Nah, keep them jump down.
Yeah. You know what was Dom's favorite part of bowling?
What?
When he was eating, right, Dom?
No, I enjoy bowling.
Come on, you want to tell the story, Dom?
You can tell it though. Go ahead, Daniel. You talk about the bowling. You tell the story.
What was that thing called? I don't even know what you were eating, Brett. What was
Loaded
it?
tots. Yeah, everybody had loaded tots. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess Dom, he didn't know that there was, jalapenos in there. And he only took a little bite, right, Dom? He was a baby. But
you tell the story.
I'm pretty sure it was a big bite. And, Dom, with the jalapenos, he was going a little bit, I guess it was spicy for Dom. But, I wish I would have tried them, but I got freaking chicken fingers?
Yeah, I think so. Is that what you got?
Yeah, that's what I got, yeah.
Yeah, I think if you had got it, you would have liked it.
Yeah.
Because it had cheese, bacon, jalapenos, and sour cream, right? Am I missing anything?
It has something else in it, but I don't know what else. I feel like it has something else.
Oh, green onions. That's right. But yeah, it was really good. And it was a big portion, too. I don't think anybody finished it, did they?
One person finished
Right. Okay, yeah. Only one person finished it.
And Bill said, not the chicken fingers.
Yeah. and like I said, last time I saw Shanice, I pulled Shanice.
Oh, yeah, right.
And then when she goes to a restaurant, she always orders chicken fingers.
Yeah, and fries.
Yeah.
Hey, Jessica, Daniel,
What's up?
Jessica said, okay to everybody at dinner, but can she share a room with you?
It's not Jessica, bro.
Who is this?
Huh?
Who is this?
Somebody messing with you, bro.
Bruh.
Let me see who that is, because I don't feel like that's Jessica
What's the
either.
screen name, Chris?
Hold
More
on.
likes can attract viewers. Keep it up.
Because I think Jessica was
143 button.
Jesse Love
13.
85.
8.1 blind titans. 8.1 third button. BF0 invite 88 new messages. Live MT tool close new. Keep going. More likes can keep one new message. Live MT tool
Dom, you
one
don't
new
need to do
messages.
that, Dom. I know who it is.
One new messages. Chef underscore Blaze 901 cent likes. JC underscore adventurous. Faced with tears of joy. Chips underscore on underscore dip. Lotus Jose.
Yeah, that's not Jesse. That's not Jesse.
Is Jonathan?
Oh, man.
Oh, okay.
Your family funny.
Oh, yeah, that is, yes. Chris, that's true.
Okay, we know some this. Thank you.
So, who wants to talk about the dinner?
Everybody talk at
Can I
once.
just say,
Right.
I was kind of nervous cooking for Nikki with the dinner. Even though that was my first time cooking for her. I'm always like that. I was like that when I cooked for my mom for the first time.
I think I understand, though. Because that might be the one time you messed the meal up that you made millions of times.
Right.
Right, but at least she liked that Lizzo, right?
Oh, of course. Divine work.
Well, at the same time, at the same time, when you're in love, you kind of, lie a little bit.
Hey, it's been our blood and blood out with us great.
I like messing with you, bro.
Jesus.
Alright, let's talk about the dinner, man. We went to Longhorn. And I don't know what everybody else got, but I know I got the Longhorn burger.
I got that too.
Big dog had some salmon.
Right, and rice pilaf.
I had a cake with the sweet potato. The sweet potato that got like butter, cinnamon, and sugar in it. Yeah, it was good. That thing was good. Yeah.
Well, dude, that's why I got a burger. It's difficult for
Say what? Hello?
What am I gonna eat then?
Well, that's all I said.
Lord Jesus, I don't know what's going on. Y'all, my internet connection, I think, is messing up. Is it my internet connection?
It is, because I'm talking about it sounds crazy on internet, though.
Yeah, at this point, I don't know what else to do, y'all.
Hey. Blind Titans, we here. We in here. Blind Titans for the people.
Yep.
Yes, sir. Hey, but you know what the best thing about the dinner? You want to tell her?
I know Annabelle said we losing her.
Hey, my brother and I said, what's up?
All right, what's
It was good, man.
So, I guess the best part about the dinner was when we found out that somebody had already paid for everyone else's meal.
Yeah, that shit was nice.
And I think that's the part that sticked out more to me is that they didn't even want to be identified. We didn't find out until they left that they had already paid for our meal. So they didn't even. It wasn't for, for clout or anything. Them doing it, they didn't even want us to know until they left. So
what if it was T.I.? I got Isn't that sometime?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But no, I mean, I think that was the highlight for me. I mean, just
that doesn't happen, to be honest.
Yeah, that never happened to me either. So for someone to, I guess, see us and decide that they wanted to bless us with paying for our meal, I wish I could meet who that was, so I could at least tell them thank you. Like that is really appreciative. Like I appreciate that 100%.
Yeah, Annabelle, they got their food paid for. Somebody said, "Ooh, let me bless them."
Yeah, surely with a blessing. Did we actually?
Hey, Vicky said we just hit 10K likes.
Ooh, they love us. They really, really love us.
Oh, wow. Really, Irv?
Hey, I'm the ground joint.
Wow.
Y'all know who I am.
Yeah, we know.
Restaurant too, man.
Huh?
There was people outside that was like they recognized us and was appreciative of us walking around with our canes and stuff, man.
Oh,
outside the restaurant.
Yeah, that's my samurai sword now.
Samurai sword.
Yep, I feel like I can't be touched with that king.
That's a good one.
When I walk around with that king, I feel like I can't be touched, man.
So now, I guess the last thing to talk about is...
Somebody asked a question, if y'all, whoever want to answer. They said, how do we get together? I guess, like...
How do we meet up?
How we meet up is, like, you know, whoever want to answer that.
Who would like to answer?
I'm like the audience. Y'all like to pick.
Right.
You can still answer a question.
Go ahead. Hey, Chris, you went to a trip too, bro. Come on now.
Thank you. So you
I was just gonna say, so what we do is we get in a meeting. You know, we put some places out there. Everybody pick on where we gonna meet. Put some money up to that, and I think that is. If I can shorten it, put it like that, that's fine.
Yeah, we basically everybody makes a decision.
And if we got like activities to do, we look where we going. We looking at what activities after. John, I feel like he judged me. Like he were ugly.
Hey, wait, hold up. Hey, you guys forgot the main thing too, though.
What?
Trust. Because you're with your money.
Right.
No, I don't. I mean, I'm not reading the comments. I don't think that that's what they meant. But I mean, hey, go ahead. I thought that they were asking like how we met one another.
How we met?
I mean, read the question one more time.
Oh, hey, the person who asked, how did we meet? He lives in ATL and he's visually impaired as well.
Correct. So I don't think it's like how did we meet up in Atlanta. I'm think he's asking how we all met each other, like for the first time. Not in Atlanta, but yeah.
There's this beautiful woman in
Yeah.
That's what they meant.
Mm-hmm. And she accepted us to a WhatsApp group, and we bonded from there.
Right, and the favorite little blind sister, she is in the building. Hey, Vicky, she got all of us in here together. If it wasn't for her, but I want to say this though. If it wasn't for Kim and Shanice, for me, I wouldn't been in there. So I'm gonna say.
Well, I'm gonna say that. Shout out to Vicky. Hey, baby boobs.
And not only that, but me, that at that point, I didn't post no content. It was just one bedroom ball page, and I think my profile picture was my emoji from my iPhone. And like I said,
Andre Joiner has left the meeting.
I never expected myself to be part of this. And when I was scrolling, I saw Vicky. I was like, I didn't know I was gonna have the courage to message her, and I did. And of course, out of a lot of people, I didn't think she was gonna pick me because I didn't have no content at all. And that's why I'm always gonna be thankful towards Vicky that because of her, I'm here, and look at me now.
So I got John. You got somebody out there in Atlanta that they legally blind.
Yeah, that's the one I just said, Chris.
Oh.
Yeah. Hey.
I can't really just hear what you're saying because the earphones. I got the earphones, and I'm hearing y'all through.
Tell him to leave a message. A comment or something in the last video we posted. Because maybe he could be added to, the main cave.
Yeah. So drop your information, G.
On the last video we posted.
Yeah. So the way I ended up in there, because I did see Vicky's post, but I went to her inbox to inbox her, and it had been a couple of months, and then I saw Shanice and Chris on live one morning when I was in the gym walking on the treadmill, and I messaged was like, I was trying to be a part, right? And then basically Shanice got kind of my information, and she was like, well, I'll mention it to her or whatever. So then a good number of months passed then, and then she hit me back up like, we added, we letting more, we opening it back up to let people in. Are you still interested? I'm like, yes, I am. I wanted to say something else. like
Vicky said we making her blush though.
Hey, you deserve it. You deserve it. You deserve it. So, but when Shanice finally hit me back up, if I was still interested, and she told me to send the number so she could give it to Daniel. I was like really excited. I was nervous and excited all at the same time. I had been wanted a like a support group type thing, because in my situation where I live at, like, I have no blind friends, no blind family, nobody else I know that's blind. So first getting on TikTok for the first time and seeing other blind people, I'm like, ooh, I'm not here alone.
Right.
So it was a match made in heaven for me.
Yeah, I remember, with Shanice, because I did message you as well, because we weren't following each other. I guess the message didn't go through, and that's when Shanice gave me her number.
Yeah, because she...
To be honest, of course, I think you're the first and only new person, Herb, that actually, click with all of us a lot. You know what I mean?
Got you. But it's different. I feel like it's different for somebody who actually wants what they say they want,
Yeah. Even though at the beginning when I met you, I was calling you Isaac.
You say Isaac.
Andre, join.
We know why you were calling me Isaac. We gonna leave that right there.
And I guess recently I was calling you what, right?
Yeah,
apparently you don't know who he's speaking to half the time.
The what?
I said apparently you don't know who you speaking to half the time.
Hey,
I know you call me Andrew.
Oh yeah, I remember.
I know Andrew too, but it's when it's that time, when he
And I want to throw this out there too. I think that it's important. Whoever the guy was that asked about how we met. So the group that they're speaking about is a support group that's called the Man Cave. So as far as needing support groups, I think that's what, as far as wanting to put you into something or put you onto something, that's what they're referring to. I think we get a lot of people who see this, the Blind Titans, and feel like this is what you're jumping in on. The guys that you're seeing on here are, we all met through that Man Cave, but this is just like a close, you see what I'm saying? Like, this is the product of a friendship that we've all bonded and gotten together through. So I just want to make sure, because I know we've had questions like that in the past where guys was like, ooh, well, I want to be a part of the Blind Titans. And I don't think it necessarily works like that. Am I wrong for saying it like that?
Nah.
Right. So I just want to make sure that we're clear, because I know a lot of people have asked in the past, how do I become a part of the Blind Titans? So I think it's not necessarily something where you reach out to one of us and now you're a part of the Blind Titans. Essentially, the information they're giving you, whoever's asking, whoever's interested in the future, the information they're giving you is how to become a part of the support group, the Man Cave.
Annabelle said yes, this is a lovely and support family. And she did request to one of y'all to tell the story about the Isaac man.
The what?
The Isaac man. She wanted to hear the story. She wanted to hear the story of the Isaac name of Herb.
Oh, that Isaac name. Can we talk about that?
Hey, stop judging me, bro.
No, I thought you were talking about the...
Lord Jesus.
I mean,
I don't know what it... Huh.
If I tell?
No, go for it. Yeah, no, it's good.
Okay, so the night you were calling me Isaac, that was after
I think it's Halloween.
It was my first game night. So you were kind of inebriated. So you just couldn't get my name right. That's basically all it was. You keep saying Isaac after you keep telling you Herb, and you just kept.
Wow.
Yeah. Let me see.
It's the one that's been in here.
Well, what's his name?
Hold on. Yeah, it seemed like
Okay, what?
bro,
It sounds like he's saying. It sounds like he's saying, "Yep, the boss still works." Like, yeah, the boss still works.
Okay, I think I picked on. Wait, how do I?
Annabelle laughing. Oh, the real name of this person name is Hakabobo.
Hakabobo.
Hey, just let Dane look at it.
Yeah, let's leave that to Daniel.
Hakabobo. I'm telling you, that's what Siri said.
Hey, tell him I just followed you with my account, J Daniel. I'll message him. I just followed him. I think I followed him.
Right, I hate Siri, cuz.
Look, you can't blame that all on Siri now.
Oh, hey, if you hear what
That ain't all.
Said,
That might be part Siri, but that ain't all Siri now.
boy, I'm talking about if you hear Siri, that was her. She literally saying Hakabobo. That's what she's saying. I'm telling you. You want to hear it for yourself?
I'm just
Hakabobo.
Haka who?
Hakabobo, whatever it is. Don't call me like dumb.
That's Siri. That's Siri and Chris
Right.
put together.
That's a mixture of the two.
Yep.
That Siri needs.
Right.
Hey, boy, Dom, you just lean forward, boy. I see your crisp lineup, boy.
What? What you say? What you say? Whatever. Don't be trying to hype me up on this camera. Stop it trying to make me show out. Whatever. Well, anyways, y'all done got on my nerves long enough. So, y'all got anything else y'all want to say?
Did you guys tell the guy that I followed him?
I'm sure he probably heard you on the live. Hello, did you hear me, Daniel?
Yakubo.
Well, I think that I know.
I don't know. Siri is saying Yakubo. I don't know.
Man, just give up on that name.
I think the last thing we're gonna talk about when we left, I guess, right?
Okay, well, then lead it, take charge. Go ahead.
Of course. What should he say?
Yeah. Good. I'm looking for some news now. Oh my God,
it's a lot of.
This is a Hakabobo.
Yeah, I already followed him on my TikTok. But yeah, like I was saying, well, of course, I was the first one to leave because, I had a 12-hour drive to go. I don't know. I saw it normal because I know it won't be the last time, I see you guys. But it was kind of like what Herb said. The next day, when I woke up, it was a little bit, weird because I'm like, where these fools at? I didn't hear you guys talking all over the hallway. But,
Oh, yeah, I'm pronouncing it right. She said Siri's close.
Oh.
This one to the same.
Serious close. You wasn't.
That's what Siri's saying. I like, go get me. I'm going by what Siri's saying.
Hey, you know what's funny about that, y'all? When I used to pop in on Chris's live, you could never say my TikTok name right for nothing.
Schizo?
Yeah.
Hey, that was Siri.
Schizos. Yeah.
Lord Jesus.
Alright, who'll go next?
Okay, so what I can talk about is after we got ready and we did leave and we got to the airport, when the four of us, me, Dom, Bill, and Dre, got there, I walked up to the counter and he asked me and Dre, and he asked us if we needed help. And I was like, yeah, me and Dre was flying Delta, and Dom needed the ground, and Bill needed another airport and another terminal. He was flying. I think he was flying. Okay, so yeah, he was flying Frontier. So he was like, "Oh yeah, I got somebody coming for y'all too, and I got somebody coming for them too." But the two people who came for us, they came immediately, but they were ready to try to leave them, like Dom and Bill. And I was like, I ain't leaving without them. They said somebody's supposed to be coming for them too. Like, I'm not gonna just take off and leave them out here. Yeah. Right. So the lady was like, okay, well, we can just walk to the wheelchair thing, and then they'll have, somebody. They'll have no choice but to make sure that they have somebody to accommodate them. And I'm like, okay, well, we can do that. We all can walk to the thing. So we basically, got our little train thing going to the wheelchair. And even before I left, I gave all of them a hug and everything, and still made sure, they were good before I left. And as I was leaving with the lady, after I got in the wheelchair, she asked me about, I told her that we were meeting for the first time. We're a part of a group. And then she was like, well, you must most definitely be the president of the group. And I was like, what makes you think that? She was like, just because you're so caring and making sure that, because you weren't leaving until they got where they were going, or they were straight. I'm like, yeah, why would I just leave them out here stranded by themselves? You know what I'm saying? I gotta make sure they're straight before I leave, especially because at that time my flight wasn't until 10, and we were there super early. So
did it get moved, or was it dragged?
It did get moved, but at the time it was still at 10. I got a text message later that they moved it to 9. And I was like, but yeah, I was not them asked for a better word. Yeah. Okay. And she asked if the thugs cried. Real thugs don't cry every time, right?
It's a whole lot of stuff thugs don't do, huh?
Right. They don't fly.
They don't fly. They don't cry. They don't laugh. They don't smile.
Right. I can get by that smile. I said I forget about the smile. I forget about that. They don't fly. They don't cry.
They don't smile. They don't laugh. They don't nothing. They just look. They just there.
Right.
Notification. Clock. Dismiss.
Go ahead. Sorry about
8:30
that.
p.m. Status bar item.
That was my alarm. Go ahead, y'all.
It's 8 o'clock already?
8:30 actually.
Oh shit. My bad, y'all. My bad. You have to go do your thing. Huh? I said you have to go do your thing. Well, no, I good. I'm straight.
Well, I mean, unless anybody else has anything they want to say, Christian. Huh?
Okay. Well.
Okay. Well, Herb, do you have anything you want to say?
Nothing else.
8:31 p.m. Status bar item.
All right, Dre, you got anything else?
Nah, I ain't got nothing, man.
Bill, you got anything?
Nah, he that.
Oh, okay. All right, Daniel.
Nah, I'm good.
No, okay. Well, I'm just going to close out and say, you guys, I think that if you have the opportunity to be a part of something that's, great and help you grow your confidence and to build yourself as a blind individual, I say get a part of it. If it's, not reaching out to some of these individuals to get in, these particular support groups, find somebody. I mean, there's tons of groups out here, tons of organizations that you can be a part of. I think the main goal is just trying to make sure that you obtain your independence and you keep it. So, if you can find somebody, I think the NFB, the ACB is a great organization, as far as blindness goes and all that good stuff. So, yeah. I guess that's
8:32
it
p.m.
for me.
Status bar item.
Blind times out.
Blind times out.
Blind times out.
Thanks for watching. Until next time, Blind Titans out.